All right. You know where you are. We know where we're at. This is Mark and Jerry BS sessions. And we got a guest from Blackspinner Circle, Mr. Andy Rodriguez. What's up, brother?
Hey, man. Nothing much. Thanks for having me on. I've been excited all day. And so I'm ready to go. I'm so honored to be here at the BS sessions with you, too.
Thank you, man.
We're lucky to have you on, brother.
Yeah, man. But before we get into our subject today, we're doing our top 6 live albums.
Yep.
Before we get into that, we have some other things. I know this, I forgot about this when I wrote this down, but the Guns N' Roses box set started out as $1,000, didn't it?
I wouldn't pay anything for a box set from us.
Yeah,
I'm box setted out, man. I mean, when is enough?
Well, when Rush put out that movie,
I knew you were going to say that.
I had to get that one, but everyone else I skipped. But
I mean,
but when it
But
said
what
it,
are they going to put in the box set?
huh?
What are they going to put in the box set?
I think it's Appetite for Destruction, and they include Lies, but they took out that one song on there where they talk about homosexuals and shit.
That
added
1 in a million.
1 in a million. They took that off the set. So I'm like, why would I want to buy something that's
you probably get a sticker or a coaster or something too. With
I don't know, man. But I remember when it was $1,000. Now they lowered it to $400. But why?
Still, no way.
I would rather buy the black album box set for $200.
Dude, I could buy 100 albums for that price, man.
Yeah, and besides that, Lies is one of the laziest albums I've ever heard.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a good album.
I enjoyed Live, but I wouldn't miss
live covers.
Yeah.
I think Guns N' Roses is the most overrated band in history.
Yeah, they are. I like them. I love Appetite for Destruction.
Yeah.
I love Your Illusions 1 and 2. But after that, there's nothing.
Well, I like Chinese Democracy. I don't love it, but I like it. It's a good album to me. It's just not Guns N' Roses.
Are they working on new stuff?
Yeah, mentioned it.
Yeah, they released those 2 songs, but I found out they're from the Chinese Democracy era. So it's not really Slash, and they're played on it, I guess, but it's not really.
Why aren't they fucking making new music, man?
Well, Slash says they have stuff written for a new album.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah,
I'd give it a listen.
I give it a listen too, and maybe it'll be good, but
yeah,
I don't know. Axl got in his head too much with Chinese Democracy, and then fucking waited 10 years to make that or something. It's like,
you see, when I thought that they were gonna be working on a new album, I was hoping it'd be coming out, but then Slash came out with 4. So
4 Rules. I saw them live, and they're amazing.
And that delayed it more. So who knows what's going to happen with those guys?
Yeah, I have no idea, man.
Appetite for Destruction.
It's horrible, man. I'm just like fucking. I'm waiting
for. Come on, guys! I'm 50 years old. I need to hear some new Guns music before I go. Come on.
I would like to hear some unreleased Rush out songs. I bet they have them, man. I know.
I bet they have a truckload of them somewhere.
I know they have
at least demos.
They could release a live album for every year, and I'll just buy it.
Yeah.
So, do you think that they'll release a album, Rush? Like old stuff that was never released?
I have no idea, because Neil Peart isn't there, and he was kind of the boss of that shit, I think. I don't think he would release stuff that wasn't ready.
Right, exactly.
I don't know. Al would probably be our expert on that, even though Rush is my favorite band and his favorite band. He knows more of the minutia of Rush than I do.
Yeah.
That fucker, that was irritating when we couldn't get him on that show, man. There was a lot of shit I wanted to ask him.
Right.
When we were on Blackspinner doing the Rush albums, because I want to talk to that dude. And he was supposed to be on our podcast with Rush, and he had to go see Tool. Fuck Tool. No, I like
He had to go see Tool. He had to.
I know we scheduled this months ago, but he had to go see Tool for the second time in 2 days. I like Tool, but I just think the singer's kind of freaking, he's too artsy fartsy for me on the way he talks and shit, but he'll kick people out for filming the concert. Fuck you, dude.
Yeah, you have to kick out everybody, with their cell phones. You have to kick out fucking everybody.
Yeah.
They're just a rock band,
Yeah, I put up a a pic with a black picture with little lights saying breaking live tool footage. Because it's black. You ain't going to see it unless they release it. But we were going to talk about the first episode of Picard, but this dumb fuck didn't watch it over here. I'm just joking. I'm just messing with you, Jerry. I love you, brother. But you didn't watch it, so we'll save that for next week. But we get into 80s pinup girls and video vixens, man. So what do you guys have? I'll go with you, Andy.
Well, do you want me to go through them all or just pick one?
No, just talk about one. Just talk about one.
Yeah. I guess my pinup girl of the 80s, of course, was Alyssa Milano from Who's the Boss?
Oh, she got better when she went into into Charmed. That's when I said, "Oh God, Sam's not a tomboy anymore." Oh my God.
Yeah, Alyssa's hot.
I follow her on TikTok, even though she's a little crazy with politics. You know, she says some good stuff. I don't freaking sit there and say fuck this person because they don't believe in what I believe. I listen to all sides, man.
You know,
she's a little out there.
When it comes to that Charm show, who else were the other girls? I know it was her, Shannon Doherty, and there were a couple more. Who were they?
Oh, the girl that was on that. She had that machine gun for a leg. What's her name? In that Sin City movie.
She's the one who got. I know her, man.
Can't think of her name.
I can't remember her name, and I follow her on Instagram.
I know. I hate that.
She's got short blonde hair now. Oh God, let me look her up.
Yeah.
I'll just look Charm
I remember
girls.
that thing that you're talking about because that was like those weird movies.
I know some people are going screaming out her name right now, and we're looking like idiots.
Are they?
I just can't think of it.
I know. I don't know her either. Okay.
But if she was here, I would know who she was. But I don't know.
Well, she played Paige, right? Paige. Why isn't it just giving me her name? Paige, list of Charmed characters. God, give me the actresses cast. There we go.
Rose
McGowan.
Yes.
You know, I was gonna. Wow. Okay.
Who else was in there?
I had Michelle in my mind, something, but that wasn't even close.
Yeah.
And she was in Jawbreaker, right?
Yeah.
That movie Jawbreaker. Okay.
Yeah, but you also had Kelly Coco. She came in.
If we're talking video girls, man, how can you not talk about Bobby Brown, man?
Oh, Bobby Brown. She's
my
cherry pie.
Fucking once bitten, twice shy.
Yeah,
man, she was hot.
She's still hot though. She's kept her looks up, man.
You know what? I was thinking about Lita Ford with her, but dude, she looked bad in that "Kiss Me Deadly" video. She looks better when she got older, to me.
Really, I thought she was gorgeous in that video.
I thought she was gorgeous in that video too, and the album cover, and in The Runaways. You know. Yeah, I don't like any of the girls in The Runaways. Cherry Curry, nah. Lita Ford was the cutest one in there. It's like,
what was wrong with Joan Jett?
Joan was cute. No, Joan's cute.
She's too tomboy for me, though. She's too tomboy for me. Way
she's
too
rock
tomboy.
And roll, man.
I love
Joan.
And plus, you have no chance with her because she likes women. So
what? I try anyway.
You try. You go, come on, Joan and Lita, let's have a threesome.
What about the girls from the ZZ Top videos, man?
Oh yeah, they were killer, man.
The girl they were helping in the legs video, I thought was the cutest freaking thing in the world at the time.
I tell you, one video vixen, I didn't like her music, but I just watched the videos just to watch her. Samantha fucking Fox.
Yeah.
Are you talking about the artists of the 80s or the girls that were in the video?
Well, I'm talking about both, man. Video vixens, man. Video
I was
vixens.
just trying to make sure.
Samantha Fox, Naughty Girls Need Love too, man. I'm here, but I'm married. I can't take. About 5 years ago, maybe. You know,
I want to have fun all night long.
Yeah, I want to have some fun.
I want to shake my body.
Shake my body all night long.
I like Taylor Dane too with that big hair she had. She was
she was okay.
Dude, she was short. She was like 4'10".
Or Samantha Fox. Samantha Fox is short too. Man, I found out she was a page 6 girl, and I looked that up on the internet. And go, ooh, where was this when I was 16?
That was English, right?
Yeah, English magazine.
Yeah.
You could go look her. I think it's page 6 girl. They had her nude in those pictures.
Really?
Huh. What about you, Mark?
Oh, I just said Samantha Fox, man. Samantha Fox.
I'll say Tawny Kitaen.
Tawny Kitaen, I was never attracted to her.
Really, I was.
You know, I never knew that it was her on the Out of the Cellar album cover until a few years ago.
I didn't either, but I didn't know she was freaking the legs in the fucking EP either. So
yeah. But Tawny was pretty hot.
Yeah, I remember her from one of my favorite Tom Hanks movies, Bachelor Party. She wasn't.
Oh
cute.
yeah,
she wasn't cute to me.
And the remake of WKRP.
I didn't like that either.
And then she had that show, that movie,
Witchboard.
Yeah, was it Witchboard or Witchcraft? Witchboard?
It was Witchboard, I thought.
Witchboard, okay. The one with the Ouija board, when it was night, and you would go to your friend's house and do it.
Yeah.
Ask questions, and someone would move it. And they would spell stupid shit. Like,
at least we hope somebody was moving it. It never was me that moved it, I swear.
I never played with those, man. Those are scary. Demons are real, man. Don't mess with demons, man. They're real.
No, man. It was a game board that they told us.
I just showed little kids on the cover playing with it, didn't they, at the time?
Yeah, I think
game board picture
with candles and shit.
Hey, man, the devil is smart, man. He's a sly devil. He gets you into stuff that you think's like tame, and it isn't. He'd be bringing up fucking demons that'll fucking rip your soul out.
On the cover with the kids playing, it had the advertisement. Do you want to talk to your great grandparents?
Hey, it tells you in the Bible, man. Demons will act as humans. So. Yeah, no.
Why can't angels act as humans?
Because they're here to protect us, man.
Oh, okay.
Demons,
and they're already all around us.
They're all around us, man. I know there's angels around me, and they're going, "Fuck, Mark, not again."
I really do feel some kind of presence around me. I really do.
I do too, man. Because there's lots of shit that I should have been in jail for, and I never got to jail.
And Mark, your guardian angel is in face palm right now, man.
Oh, especially when I snorted the whiskey, they're going like,
"Yeah, exactly.
What are you doing? You're not setting a good example here, man."
They're all like, "Why do you keep doing this, Mark? Why?"
But I know God is saying, "Man, you're making people laugh. You're giving the laughing out there, man. That's a good thing. When the world is so fucked up right now, people need to laugh, and I'll fall down and make you laugh, man. I don't care.
Yeah,
always been that way."
Yeah, in the mornings I do take time to read some Bible readings before I head out to work. I bought this little thing where you can read the whole Bible in a year. So I'm following it now. I'm trying to.
Yeah, I did that too, but then I just listened to Jack Hibbs, one of my pastor app called Real Life with Jack Hibbs. Now I don't want to get too freaking biblical with people on this thing but we have to say who we are or he will deny us. So you know who we are. But then I want to get to Star Trek, even though we couldn't get to Star Trek for your sister. Laura Goodwin, the last credited actor in Star Trek, the Cage pilot, passed away. She played Yeoman James Colt. That's sad, man. I thought about it, and I go, yeah, Spock was in there. I go, yeah, he's gone too.
But dude, I mean, think about it. That was almost 60 years ago, man.
But doesn't that make you feel old? Because we watched it as kids. And when we watched it as kids, wasn't it like 10, 15 years old at that time?
Yeah, I mean, it's like we're talking about these our idols and music dying. It's going to happen a lot more, man. Yeah, we're old too.
Like when Shatner dies, dude, I'm going to have to take time off of work.
Yeah, it's just Shatner, Uhura.
Yeah, Bones died. Scotty died.
Chekhov and Sulu, I think, are the only two.
Chekhov, Sulu are still alive, yeah. But Shatner, dude, it's like, even I'm not too attached with the Next Generation cast as I am to the original cast. You know, people say, yeah, Next Generation is a better show, better graphics. But dude, back then, you got to think in the 60s, they did what they could. That was cutting edge shit.
To make you feel old, those guys are old too.
I know, Next Generation. Yeah, I'm watching Picard. We're going to talk about it. I ain't going to give any spoilers. Fuck, man. I'm like, dang, He's still great. Dr. X, Professor X too, man.
Yeah.
It's like, man, I cling to him more as Professor X than I do Picard, even though I do enjoy Picard. And you like Gates McFadden. I don't know, redheads. I guess I'm not into redheads.
Gates McFadden is beautiful, man.
I guess I'm not into redheads. That's why Tawny Katane. I like blondes and brunettes. Oh man, but I just wanted to give a thing to her. But let's get into some football. Something good happened in our division this week. Some guy who fucking the Seahawks are freaking like had a shitty record. But you know what? They beat us twice this year.
Yeah.
Just think, if we would have beat one of those games, we would have home field advantage against the Rams.
Yep.
Wow,
I'm sorry, go ahead.
Fucking Russell Wilson, dude, is gone to the Broncos. See ya. Get the fuck out.
I wonder what they're going to do for a quarterback because they really don't have anybody there.
Well, they got.
I think they're going to go after Watson. They got so much draft capital, they might as well try to go after Watson now. That's what I'm thinking.
I don't want Watson, dude. I don't want them to get Watson.
Well, I mean, it makes sense.
Maybe they get Kaepernick, dude. I saw.
Well, I don't know what they're doing. They released freaking Bobby Wagner, and I heard he's rumored to be with the 49ers, but they can afford him.
Well, I hope they get Bobby Wagner, but he had a great year last year.
I know. So I don't know if they're going to be in. I don't know if they're going to be in rebuild mode or not. It depends. I mean, what are you going to do with Metcalf and?
But I know
Tyler Lockett.
I know Pete Carroll loves Colin Kaepernick.
Yeah.
He gave a look at him, but said he's a starter in this league. I'm not going to get him as Russell's backup. Now he doesn't have Russell.
I guess so. Yeah.
They're not Tyler Lock. Come on. He ain't going to be their starter. He's a career backup quarterback. I could see the Seahawks going after Kaepernick, and you know what? I'd be okay with it, but I wouldn't be okay with it because that fucker would have revenge against us.
Well,
go ahead. Sorry.
No. I was just going to say that I want the Seahawks to go after Watson because I want my team to move on already. This has gone on too far because I'm a Texans fan. I live in Houston. The past 4 or 5 years have been just dreadful.
Yeah.
And
they need to. Yeah.
It blamed your coach. It was the general manager.
Yeah. And my point of view with Watson, it's kind of hard for me to root for a guy that is accused of stuff like this. You know? I just can't.
But you got to realize celebrities will be accused of stuff. It's like, but there's like, what, 20? 20 accusing him?
Yeah, like 20 or 23 with same stories. From Houston, LA, and Atlanta. But then again, I mean, they're just lawsuits that are stuck somewhere because nothing has moved in these processings.
Yeah.
It's already been over a year that these accusations came out. And now they're still in the same phase.
Right.
Yeah, I don't think Seattle. I think Seattle would sign Kaepernick over Watson. There's less baggage, and Kaepernick has even said he's not going to kneel anymore. So, give the guy a chance. He can play. I people give me shit on Kaepernick. I said, his last year, and he didn't even play a full season because they had that idiot on there. I can't even remember his name. What's his name? The guy who started for us. Freaking number 1 draft pick with somebody.
Lance?
No, the guy who started the year Kaepernick's last year.
Oh, Blaine Gabbert.
Fuck that guy.
Blaine Gabbert, that's right.
The only reason why they put Kaepernick in a starting point because that coach Chip Kelly wanted to save his job, and he knew Kaepernick was the best fit. Kaepernick.
I always thought that he would be freaking awesome in Shanahan's offense now because it's a running offense.
Kaepernick would have been great in Shanahan's offense. I could give a fuck if he's protesting. That's his right. It's fucking America, bitches. Yeah. Let him do what he wants. I get all these people say, hey, he just rebutted the flag. He did this. The flag is there for people to do what he did.
Yeah. It's the United States, not your
United States. You don't have to agree with him. You can shit on him all you want, but the guy deserves to play football. He's a good quarterback.
I think people got the wrong point of view of his protesting. It was more about how the police were using it wasn't against it wasn't against.
And I believe with a Navy SEAL that told him to kneel.
Yes, but he didn't have to wear those socks that said "Die Pigs."
Okay, yeah, and wear the Che Guevara.
That was horrible. Respect your police.
He did some stupid crap. Don't get me wrong. But.
Yes, he did. You know, but he doesn't deserve to be exiled from the NFL. Even they paid him off. You know,
But how many years has he been gone? Like 4?
Yes, but
4
the guy
or 5
is
now,
in
yeah.
shape. He just posted a video of him working out. The guy wants to come back, and he's a multi-millionaire. And
But remember he did that. He did that last year, that interview after the workout. He was still kind of smug in what he was talking about.
He is
smug,
I mean? But maybe he's learned a lesson, man.
I don't know.
I really think Pete Carroll's going to sign him.
And I understand that he's fit and all, but man, you can't just step on the football field after 5 years and just turns on like that.
Well, the guy's been practicing. He hasn't been like laying down on his laurels here. But the guy, his last year, people said, "Oh, he sucked. I go, really? He threw 18 touchdowns and 4 interceptions in half a season. Hello, knock knock, Bueller. The guy, and then I told people that, and they go, and I showed them the stats. They go, "Oh shit." Because they listened to everybody else talk how much he sucked, and they didn't look at the stats. I'm a stat person. I'll look at the stats. The guy did not have a running game. He did not have an offensive line. He got sacked a lot that season, and he still threw 18 touchdowns and 4 interceptions. The problem is we went into the fourth quarter with leads with him. Our defense was horrible. That year.
Stats tell you the story of a player.
Stats tell you the story.
What they did.
We had leads in what Dak Prescott's first year when he played Kaepernick. We had a lead in the fourth quarter. Our defense gave up 400 yards, and it came back on us because our defense was horrible. It's not Kaepernick's fault. And I'm just tired of people making everything political. Fuck
that year, too. In that year, it was like Bowman was still trying to get his knee back. Patrick Willis retired.
Yeah.
That Chris Borland guy, he was an up-and-coming linebacker. He retired because he was scared of getting concussions. Carlos Rogers retired. I mean, Justin Smith retired. I mean, they didn't have a defense. They had nobody to play back.
And our one guy went to another team, the safety. Forgot his name.
The Dante Whitmer.
Dante Whitmer. Yeah, he was fucking hard hitter, man. He reminded me of Ronnie Lott. It's like,
I mean, that was a Super Bowl defense. What, a year before that, or 2 years?
2 years before that, man. Yeah. They were set, but everybody left.
Yeah.
It's like, what are you supposed to do? Chip Kelly's an okay coach. He's got UCLA running pretty good. Took him a couple of years, but he's a good college coach, man. But you can't blame him. You can blame the general manager at the time. It didn't set him up for success.
Yeah.
Just like Houston. Your Houston general manager, didn't he get fired?
Oh, yeah. Well, the thing is that he got fired, but he was also the head coach at the same time.
Yeah, it's kind of
fire himself.
They should have just separated, hired a GM and let him coach.
No, but he wanted both. He wanted both caps.
That never works. Look at Mike Holmgren when he went to Seattle. That didn't work.
That never works, and
never works, man.
It blew up in our faces. He gave out draft picks. He got rid of good players because of personality clashes. You know.
Yeah, so, he was a good coach, though. You got to give him the coach thing. GM, he's horrible.
Yeah.
You know, dude, stick to your GM job. Stick to your coaching job and get rid of the GM.
Well, because him and the GM were clashing, so they got rid of the GM, and we were without a GM for almost a half a season. And they just gave him both hats.
Yeah, that was stupid. Your owner sucked then.
Yeah. Well, our owner had passed away at the time.
Oh, shit. I didn't know that.
Yeah. And then, so his son took over. So there was a lot of turmoil going on around the top. So, yeah.
Yeah, our owner for the 49ers made a good turnaround because he was about ready to get lynched out of there. But he made good decisions the next season, and it worked out.
He decided to let football people make football decisions.
Right.
Not like
if you don't hear the owner's name, your team is doing something right. You know?
Jed York grew up.
Yeah.
He grew up, and he signed his coach and his GM to the same length contracts and let them do football stuff. And
take note of that, Jerry Jones. You're not supposed to be seen.
Well, Jerry Jones is like some guy.
He's another one getting sued. Yeah.
Some girl came out and said she's his daughter because he paid his mother off to shut up in the 90s. It's like,
nah, really? I didn't hear that.
I heard about that.
he's got a girl that's claiming she's Jerry Jones's daughter. I don't think she would claim because there's DNA tests they could do now. So
Yeah.
so
Yeah, that takes like 30 minutes now.
I think she paid his mother off $35,000.
How
That's
much?
it.
To shut up.
That's
Yeah,
it?
That's it.
35 grand?
35
I'd be
grand.
looking for 7 digits if I was her, man.
Well, I
Yeah, I'd be
hope-
here like for 35 million.
Yeah,
Yeah.
man. Maybe it's 35 million, but I don't think he paid that because he's cheapskate anyways. You know. Look, and he
I
let-
don't know nothing about his family structure. Is he married? Does he have kids? I think he has kids. But
well, his
Yeah.
kid is running the team now, and his kid talked him out of drafting Johnny Manziel years ago because he was enamored with Johnny Manziel, and look how that.
oh,
turned
good
out.
for him. He should be thankful for that.
Yeah, his son said, let's draft Dax. You know, smart move, dude. Keep your dad on a freaking.
His son does do a lot of press releases now for the team.
Yeah, his son's actually the general manager.
Yeah.
And his dad's just the face, kind of. But
Gotcha.
his son's smarter than Jerry. Jerry goes with emotion.
I think his
That's
name's
why-
Stephen Jones or something like that.
Yeah, because if Jerry was smart, he would have kept Jimmy Johnson.
Yeah.
Thank you for getting rid of him, though. We beat your Barry
Yeah,
Switzer
really.
team because
Yeah,
everybody
Barry Switzer.
says that Jerry was there, that they wanted a one. I go, dude, Troy Aikman threw what, 3 interceptions in that game?
Yeah.
You got to blame Troy on that game, not Jabari.
No.
Well, let's
Oh,
get
the Niners. They were built. I mean, they bought that team. They needed to win that year.
yeah.
So-
You hear about Deion Sanders had 2 of his toes amputated?
Yeah, I heard about that. He had some kind of from some old surgery or something like that.
Something like that, man.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
What a great athlete Deion was.
Best cover corner, best lockdown corner ever in the league.
Dude,
So,
and he could have played baseball or football, dude.
yeah.
You know, there was I was reading an article on MLB.com just a couple of weeks ago where he played both with the Falcons playoff game.
In the World Series.
Yeah.
He flew to Pittsburgh to play. I don't think it was a World Series game, but I think it was a playoff game.
Yeah, I think it was against the Pirates.
I think he did the same thing with the World Series, didn't he?
Did he? I thought that he just did it the one time where he played both sports in one game.
Yeah, I
In
just
one-
remember,
Yeah, I think he did it with Toronto in the Toronto World
Yeah.
Series too.
Oh,
yeah.
did he?
yeah,
I
he
think he
did.
did. Yeah.
That's really amazing. It
I
really
just,
is.
I just remember him and Andre Rison fighting when he was with the
Oh, the
Niners,
slap
saying,
fest with their
This
helmets
is my
on.
team. This is my town. This is
He
my
got a
dome.
pick 6 that game. I love that pick 6 he did. That was
Yeah, he
awesome.
did the high stepping in her.
Running
You
down
know-
the Falcons sideline.
You know, I can't hate Dion, man. He went to the Cowboys the next year. I can't hate him, man.
Dude,
I could never hate
Dion
that guy.
backed up everything he did, man.
He backed
you
up
know.
everything he did, man.
Yeah. Yeah, he talked
Some
about
people,
he
But
was
there was
backed it up.
he backed it up and he played well. He wasn't a lagger. He made Eric Davis a better fucking corner.
he was a terrible tackler, but that's about his only weakness. But I think they invented the term lockdown corner after him. I
He
think.
didn't need
Pretty
a
sure.
tackle. But when he needed a tackle, he did tackle though.
Yeah, he would put his shoulder in there, and man, and when it came to baseball, he sure did cover a lot of ground in center.
Oh my
Yeah.
god, he was so fast, dude.
Yeah.
That guy could steal bases.
I have one funny memory of Dion there. They interviewed him before the game saying a punter would never track him down. And that game, guess what happened?
Punter tracked him
Punter
down.
chased him down. That was hilarious.
Yeah, man.
So
let's
he
get-
got a couple of toes amputated. Wow.
yeah, I just read that yesterday. He got a couple toes amputated. That makes me
Dude,
sad.
what is wrong? I don't
Yeah.
mean to change sports on you, but what was wrong with your Lakers, dude? Jeez.
It's
You
called.
lost to the Rockets, man.
Oh, we did. I didn't even notice that, dude. It's
Last
called.
night.
It's called Russell Westbrook. He's not a fit for the Lakers.
Yeah, man.
You know, but I'm not going to sit there and call Russell Westbrook an asshole or.
You
go
can't
after
blame
him.
LeBron. He's scoring 38, 40 points a game. He's doing his job.
Dude, but
I don't-
AD is out. Mr. Fragile Anthony Davis out with another injury, dude. That guy is, thank you for the championship, but we need to trade him to get those draft picks back because
Yeah.
he's like in demand because, dude, that guy cannot play a full season. And it's like LeBron is already like talking about going back to wherever his son is playing. Last year, he said he wanted to be a Laker for life. LeBron, you're a freaking mercenary, man. You're a mercenary. Nobody in LA, we love you for getting us a championship. We don't cling to you like Kobe Bryant or Shaq or freaking Magic Johnson or freaking Kareem.
You want to go down as one of the best, go play with the Rockets next year and get them a championship.
Yeah, it just, dude, we can't like love you because we don't know how long you're gonna stay. You've done that with every team you've been with. You're a mercenary, man. You're a hired hand.
Hired hand.
Yeah. It's
like Jordan. Jordan made everybody on his team better. Same thing with Kobe. He made all the guys around him better.
It's
LeBron
like
doesn't have that.
It's like what Kuzma said. He said he's tired of looking over his back because the coach or LeBron would be on him if he made one mistake. It's like he's trying to be perfect. Kuzma was a great defensive player. We're missing defense. You get Trevor Ariza at 36. He ain't the defensive player he used to be.
Hold on, stop. Be right back.
All right, man. It's like, dude, Trevor Ariza is like, dude, he's old. 36
has been there for a long time, man. You know, I don't watch basketball like I used to, but he played for the Rockets for a while too. But it's been a long time since I've seen basketball, and Trevor Ariza was already old when I was watching. You know, it's already been. But I can't talk that much basketball, but I can talk baseball.
I was waiting for Jerry to get to the baseball thing since he left. But I like your stereo in the background. You got a component system there, don't you?
What, this back here?
Yeah.
Yeah. But
dude, the last component system I had was in 1999. It got stolen from my house. It was a Fisher. It was one of the first systems with surround sound on it. I didn't even know what the fuck surround sound was back then, so I sold that component. But fuck, that was a great system, man.
But it's a Sony, and the back of it where the plugs go in, well, I cracked it, so it didn't work that well. So I had to buy myself a small one that I've got over here where I could plug everything in. It's like that big.
I want one of those old freaking components that have the blue needles on it, the shine blue.
Yeah,
I want that so bad, dude. I like component systems. I hate this fucking, like Jerry has back there, all in one. I don't like those systems, man. I want the components where I could freaking build it. I like equalizers, dude. I love equalizers so bad. So I had an equalizer amp in my freaking 1988 Chevy Sprint. That thing ruled. And then my fucking dick from In-N-Out Burger put a fucking crate of beer in the front seat with ice and fucking busted it out. And I was like crying. You fucked up my system, man. I could never find a equalizer for my car stereo again. They don't make those anymore. Those things ruled.
So since this is broken, it's just there for looks. I had to buy a CD player and a tape deck separately, and I plugged it into something else.
I need a tape deck, man. I love tape decks.
Oh man, I love my tape deck, and I've started buying cassettes again.
Yeah,
because of the tape deck.
I want to buy cassettes.
I'm resisting the urge to.
Yeah, I hated cassettes because they'd always break. They always fucking. Then you hear
always get eaten up by a little circle thing.
I know. I just want a tape deck to have a tape deck. That's it. I don't want to buy cassettes. But let's get to baseball, man. Guess what? We're going to talk about the lockout, but the lockout is over. Woo!
Yes. So excited. You know, every day I've been looking and looking to see if they signed. And so finally today, and they're still going to play 162, I read.
Yeah, because that was part of the deal. The players didn't want to get docked pay.
Yeah.
So they're going to do double headers, I guess. And they got rid of the fucking ghost runner in extra innings. I hated that shit. I hated it. You know how many games we would have beat the Giants if there was no fucking ghost runner?
Did they get rid of the shift?
They got rid of the shift too.
Good. And they're keeping the DH both leagues?
Yeah, keeping the DH in both leagues.
Leagues. Now, I don't know. The shift was okay with me because it was a defensive move.
Yeah, but that was, dude, when you don't have a third baseman, everybody's on the right side of the field.
Hit the ball the other way.
Yeah, but the thing is, some hitters can't do that, man. They're not Tony Gwynn. Tony Gwynn's the only one who could hit all fields, man.
I mean, they're professionals. Just wait for the ball to come in a little bit more.
Cody Bellinger gets most of his hits to right field. Cody Bellinger's come out against the shift. You know how many hits you hit the ball in the outfield. You should not, that should be a hit, not a fucking out.
But then, if you think about other sports like basketball and football, they all have defensive shifts.
Okay, but that is, you put a third baseman in second base. Come on, man.
It's like telling football, oh yeah, you can't put 7 in the box anymore. You got to play a 4-3 at all times.
I think there's a way around that shift rule.
That's different because the 4-3, you could fucking throw a long bomb. If you get a zero blitz, dude, if you throw it quick enough, you have a quick release, you could get a touchdown out of that. You do that in baseball, it's just fucking easy outs. It sucks. You can't compare football to baseball. That's horrible. Okay. Even Tony Gwynn would lose a lot of hits on this shit. It's like Cody Bellinger. You know how many hits that guy got fucking robbed last year? He hit it over the first baseman, but the fucking second baseman was in right field in front of the right fielder.
Shallow. Yeah. I mean, they would put 1, 2, 3, maybe about 7 players on the left side of second base.
Yeah, but there's going to be a feeding frenzy for free agents, so man.
That is going to be awesome because that's what we wait for in the offseason.
Not for my team.
And the free agency and stuff like that. And now it's going to blow up because spring training is going to start, Monday?
Sunday.
Yeah.
On Sunday?
I heard Sunday.
Oh, yeah, my team's already been mathematically eliminated.
Dude, there's going to be 12 playoff teams now.
They ain't going to make it, dude. They ain't got nobody left on their team, man.
Dude, you still have those other good players. You still got good pitching.
They're going to get traded, trust me.
Hey, Jerry, who do you follow?
The Reds.
The Reds. Okay, that's what I thought. But aren't they building an offensive team with?
No, they dropped. I mean, they got Jonathan India. He was the rookie of the year, I think. They got rid of Nick Castellanos. They got rid of Jesse Winker, Scooter Barnett.
Winker, I thought he wasn't a free agent. I thought it was just Castellanos. They traded him to where?
They traded fuck. Who's that pitcher? Freaking Miley. He had a really good season last year.
I don't know.
They're trying to trade a fucking your guy from the Dodgers we got. Scooter?
I don't know who he is.
The fuck's his name? Anyway, we got two pitchers that I think your team was actually looking to trade for, I think.
Yeah, we're looking for trade for
Luis Castillo, that's it. Luis Castillo and Sonny Gray. Sonny Gray, the other
Sonny Gray. I would take Sonny Gray, but I don't want Castillo.
Castillo's awesome.
He could stay with your team.
I hope so.
But the thing is, you were talking about Freddie Freeman going to the Yankees. I don't think he will. They have they need a shortstop. They don't need hitters. They need a shortstop up the middle. And they have Aaron Judge. He's up for a raise pretty soon. So
I don't know. It'd be stupid to leave Atlanta, man. Why would you want to leave a world champion team?
Because they disrespected him. They didn't want to give him a 6-year contract. Why didn't they sign him right after the World Series?
Yeah, right there and then. It would have been big news. And I was surprised that they didn't. I mean, why wouldn't you? He's been your most popular player, your fan favorite for a long time now.
And they shell out money. I mean,
it's called saving money. It's called saving money, and they have fucking their player coming back, Acuna, next year, and they have all these other players they got.
I love watching them play the Marlins because every game it seems that guy. Marlins
you know the Marlins made a contract offer to Freddie Freeman before the lockout.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he ain't going there. Nobody wants to go to the Marlins, man. Because
Derek Jeter quit.
Derek Jeter left the Marlins, man. It's like
the Marlins got some young hitters that are going to be good, but
they traded all their good hitters, man.
They got a good farm team. They got one of the best farm teams in the league. Then in Tampa Bay. And how the hell do you guys still have one of the best farm teams in the league?
Who?
You, the Dodgers.
Because we know how to draft.
You trade all your prospects for players, and you still got one of the best farm teams.
Because we know how to draft.
Cheating motherfuckers, man.
No, we know how to draft. We draft pitching. You draft pitching. The Angels finally decided to draft pitching this year. It's like, you know what the Angels were lacking? Pitching. They have all the hitting they could get, but they can't keep a lead.
No. The Angels have been lacking pitching for 5 or 6 years.
And what have the Dodgers been built on their whole career? Pitching. That's the Dodger way. pitching. Doesn't matter what general manager is with the Dodgers, they draft pitching.
They're going to go 50 and 113 this year.
Nah, dude, you don't know. But Max Muncy was on the Dodger radio station the other day. He said, do you know how good we'd be with Freddie Freeman? I like playing second base better. So Max Muncy's already conceding first base to fucking Freddie Freeman.
Is Trevor Bauer back with you guys yet?
He should be. I hope he is, because he says he's ready to play. He better be. Because I like Trevor Bauer. He's a giant killer.
Because I thought that they had dropped the lawsuit against him or the case against him, but baseball was still investigating.
Yeah, baseball ain't gonna do shit.
Nah.
No, they're not gonna.
I think that was a hose job. I think anyway.
They know that's a hose job, man. That lady was lying. Come on, you complain about that he beat you up, but then you invited him back a second time. Come on. That was just
like Tyson.
That was just a money.
See, that's
grab.
why if I ever become a millionaire or a billionaire, I'm never leaving my wife.
Dude, he's an idiot.
She was with me when I was
hook
poor.
up with somebody off fucking Instagram, man. Especially when you have millions of dollars. You don't hook up with somebody in this. He already exercised his option for this year. So he's back, man.
Stronger, of course, a stronger rotation with him.
Oh yeah.
Oh God,
course.
yeah.
If we lose Kershaw or Kershaw retires, Kershaw was good last year. I rumors that he's going to go to Texas, but then AJ Ellis, his former catcher, says he'll never leave LA. We'll see. So
I hated when Bauer left Cincinnati, man. I mean, he was the first Cy Young winner since the 70s, I think, for the Reds.
Yeah,
and he wanted to stay, but the Reds just couldn't afford him.
The Reds are cheap. They take all that luxury tax money and pocket it.
I wish they would have a ceiling, like I was talking about earlier. Ceiling in a basement as far as what you have to pay. Like it was 120 million, let's say, as minimum a year in salary. There's no floor,
Like the NFL does, that you have to spend so much of your cap.
Right.
Yeah.
Exactly.
That'd be awesome, but baseball won't do that. But they did raise the salary cap in this new deal, didn't they?
There's no salary cap.
There's no salary cap in the new deal?
Well, in baseball?
Baseball?
Yeah, baseball. I think that the luxury tax cap.
Luxury tax. Okay.
Yeah, that's kind of because
rich teams don't care about that.
No, they don't.
Yeah, that's okay.
There'll never be a salary cap in baseball. I mean, look at how they're fighting now just to do this. Imagine if the salary cap was introduced, we would never watch baseball again.
The players don't want us. All right, man. We're back. I had a power outage here in California. Go figure. But I guess we're done with baseball now. Let's get into our top 6 albums, live albums. And we'll start with you, Andy. What's your number 6?
My number 6, I talked about a few, and I didn't want Jerry to hear me again, so I picked out some different ones.
Oh, man, and you're going to hear me again. Sorry, I didn't have to think about that.
That's all right. Number 6, I'll go with Triumph Stages.
Oh, that's a good one. Dang, I need that on vinyl.
Dude, this is a fantastic album, dude. This is, it really plays a couple of tracks off their first album, Rock and Roll Machine, as well. And, of course, goes through Allied Forces. Just a Game is another great album. And, that's what I like about live albums. It's like the greatest hits, but played live, where the musicianship really grows, especially when it comes to rock music. They stretch out the songs. The very first Triumph song that I ever heard was what's the name of it? Can't think of it right now. Somebody's out there somewhere.
That's from Sport of Kings.
And then I got into the old Allied Forces and all that. Man, this fucking band rocks.
Oh, I've been into Triumph way before that album, dude. I was like way before.
I was going through more of a punk, rebellious type of stage in that time. That's like middle 80s, right?
Yeah, my neighbor got me into Allied Forces. So he got me into Rush, too.
Has anybody seen the special yet?
No, I just read about it, dude. I've been wanting to see it. It's only available but they said November it should be wide release on DVD and maybe streaming services in America.
Awesome.
But Ralph Vieira got a fucking copy of it. Fucker. Lucky guy. I wanted to see that shit. And then what's your
Well,
number?
that's a good choice, Andy.
Yeah, it's a great choice. I love the Peter and the Wolf thing he does in the middle of Rock and Roll Machine. That's fucking amazing. Rick Emmett rules. So what's your number 6, Jerry?
My number 6, as I said before, it was a horribly done record. It's from Styx. Tommy and JY were pretty much checked out by then. It's Styx Caught in the Act.
It's a good one.
It had a kind of a goofy studio track in Music Time, which was, I don't know, okay, I guess. But you can just tell by the, it was recorded like crap. But, you know, it was one of the first albums that got me in to live music. I mean, I was 11 or 12 then. And I happened to get through my sister, and I loved it, listened to it. At the time, I thought it was the greatest thing in the world, but I look back on it now, it really was not very well done, but it's still a sentimental live album.
Yeah,
I found that album in a thrift store for $6.99 unopened, virgin vinyl. I was like, I love that fucking album. You know, I didn't pick, it wasn't one of my picks, but Al, you made me change one of my picks because my number 5 was going to be Tesla Replugged, but you brought up Triumph, and I'm not picking your Triumph, but this is an album that was supposed to be on my list, but sometimes you forget. Triumph Live 1983 US Festival.
Oh, yeah.
That's a fucking great album. That's raw Triumph right there, man.
I'm not familiar with that one, actually.
Yeah, Live 1983 from the US Festival. They even have it on DVD.
I'm sure it kicks ass, but I'm just saying.
Oh, dude, they kicked ass. It was more raw than Stages is more studio magic. If you think about it. Live 83 was them and all their glory, dude. They kicked ass that day, dude.
Yeah, they really did. And I think it's available on Tubi.
Yeah.
The US concert.
I used to have it on VHS.
Yeah, I think it's got like Motley Crue and Judas Priest. This was like Shout the Devil Motley Crue time.
Yeah.
The studs and the leather.
Yeah. But the thing is, Triumph, before they did that, they were the only band who said, we want the video rights, we want the audio rights. And they released their own Triumph Live at the US Festival CD and video. They were smart, man. Smart Canadians, man.
Smart businessmen.
Yeah. So what's your number? What's your number? Oh, wait. I didn't say my number 6. I skipped.
No.
Oh, I did. Oh, I did say my number 6 was Triumph. Okay, I got it. So what's your number 5, Andy?
Yeah, this one, the band said that they did not approve this one, and that they don't really consider it a release by them. But Live at Last by Sabbath.
Ooh, I never heard that.
Yeah,
I've heard of it, but I'm not familiar with it. But I'm sure it's pretty awesome.
Either.
Who was singing there? Is that Ozzy or
Ozzy? Yeah,
it's Ozzy.
It was Ozzy, but this was released without their permission by their previous management.
Oh,
yeah. So this has Tomorrow's Dream, Sweet Leaf, Killing Yourself to Live, Snowblind, Children of the Grave, and Side 2 has War Pigs, Wicked World, and Paranoid. Yeah.
And that live album they gave us in the Sabotage box set was pretty good. I got that. I got that right here. What was that live album? It's the North American Tour 1979. That was pretty good tour. It has it on the
79. That was for the
different tour. It wasn't a Sabotage tour.
Yeah, it's the Never Say Die tour, 79.
Oh, wait, am I reading this wrong? Maybe it's 75.
That's Sabotage.
Yeah, it's 75. Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry, I read the number. I'm old, man. Sabotage. That's a good box set. It was cheap too. It wasn't that expensive, but I got the CD version. So what's your number 5, Jerry?
My number 5. Oh boy, this is a band that gets talked about a lot, good and bad. And our favorite person, let's just say his name is TR, is a huge fan of him. Pink Floyd Pulse. Love that live record. Great freaking concert. First time I ever got to see him live. It was nice to see David, Rick and Nick play together. They had a great band with them. Like when I saw them, they did Astronomy to Mind. Is that on the new one?
Didn't you get this too?
I haven't gotten it yet. No, I got the original Pulse. I don't have the deluxe.
Oh, this is the new video. I thought you bought the new video.
No, I got the old Pulse video that came out, not the updated one.
Oh, I haven't watched it yet. I'm just looking at the tracks.
Oh no, so they did the whole Dark Side of the Moon. It was open.
Oh yeah,
night.
it has concert screen time. It says Shine On, Speak to Me, Great Gig in the Sky, S&M, Brain Damage.
Yeah, they did the whole Dark Side album.
Yeah, I see that. I thought Astronomy Germain was on here. I guess not.
Yeah, it's like the video, some songs were on, but those songs were on the CD. It was kind of weird.
Yeah, this is concert screen film,
but
documentaries on the second side.
It was opening night of the tour in Miami. It was just freaking incredible experience. The only other Pink Floyd experience, and I was talking to Andy, that was better than that, was the Live 8 when they got together for 15 minutes and played all four of them.
Yeah.
That was incredible. But I know people have different views on the Gilmore era, but I love David. He's one of my favorite guitar players. And actually, I don't know why that's not higher, but that should be higher on my list. I don't know why it's not.
Anyway. I was telling you when we were off screen that Division Bell's a fantastic album.
It is.
Oh yeah, Division Bell is fantastic, and that's when I saw them at the Rose Bowl. But I was so pissed off that my friend gave me bad weed. I was like, dude, I'm not getting high at a Pink Floyd concert. This sucks, dude. You suck. And I socked him in the face, dude. And he didn't do nothing because I bought the tickets.
But I never knew that would be the last time that they would actually go on tour. I never knew that would be the last time. No. But I'm glad I got to see them. So
I didn't get high at a Pink Floyd concert. That sucked. But my number 5 is Scorpions Worldwide Live.
I told you it was on there, Andy.
Yeah.
No. You knew I'd picked that one?
Yeah. We were talking about it.
I love that.
I didn't put that. I didn't put that on mine because I guarantee I bet you two probably did.
I did.
And I put it on mine. We were talking about it when we were off the when we thought we were still being recorded. We were still talking.
Yeah, I remember getting that on Laserdisc. Remember Laserdisc?
Yeah, oh yeah.
That was the first concert I ever bought on Laserdisc on DVD, kind of digital format, and that concert just ruled. But it was a cheap Laserdisc player. I had to turn that shit over, and it was a Yamaha.
Dude, those things are still worth a ton of money, man.
I love my Laserdisc player, and it got stolen with my component stereo.
Oh man, that sucks.
Yeah.
And so Jerry and I were talking. Was that for the Savage Amusement tour or
I think it's Love It for Sting.
Okay, yeah. I thought about it now. It is Love It for Sting.
Love It for
I just
Sting.
wanted to double check, make sure.
It's a great album and concert video, man. You guys check it out. I just love it when they're in Japan and these little Japanese girls go.
I was telling Andy also, I think it's mostly recorded actually live.
There's
not that much studio work on it.
It's really great. So what's your number 4, Andy?
I'm going to stick with one that I had spoke about earlier. No Effects.
I don't really know that band.
Yeah, this is band? They've actually gotten worse live. It's a punk band. I love
that. I love that name.
Yeah, it's cool.
It's only getting worse live.
They are out of the Oakland, San Francisco Bay Area.
Punk band.
The chops. And they got their own record label called Fat Chord Records. And there's different, they sound a lot of their bands that sound like them. They're like punk rock. They've been around since '87. And they're still going out there today. And they're still putting out some pretty good music.
I heard of them, but I never took the time to listen to them. I'm trying to
it's some good punk music if you're into punk, man. It's pretty good.
I love Thin Lizzy. I only had Chinatown and what's the other one? The one with fucking The Boys Are Back in Town.
Jailbreak.
Yeah, Jailbreak. I only had those 2 albums, so I've never really dove deep into Thin Lizzy because I know that live album. I do like that live album, but I probably would have put that in my mix. But I need to get more into Thin Lizzy before I do that. You know.
Yeah. I bought that Live and Dangerous, but I haven't heard it yet.
Yeah, Live and Dangerous is pretty good. I got the digital. It's pretty damn good. I would like to get that on vinyl. But what's your number 4, Jerry?
Live at Budokan, Cheap Trick.
Ah, fuck.
I mean, what can you not like about that record, man? I mean, I Want You to Want Me, for example, just blew away the studio version. I don't even like the studio version. I think it's weak.
Well, studio version is weak. It's like
I
bluegrass.
Want You to Want Me. I couldn't even know. I didn't even know it was him when I first heard it. I'm like, it was just so poppy and weird. But man, the songs on there were so raw and so freaking just kick ass. I loved it. What do you guys think of it?
Dude, I got that on Japanese vinyl. A fucking great album. It's like I didn't pick it because people know I'm gonna pick that shit. They know I'm gonna pick fucking Cheap Trick. I'm always.
We were talking about how they still make music and nobody cares if they don't like it. They still love making music and putting out records.
Yeah, I just heard the Rock and Metal Combat podcast on the new album, their review of it.
Yeah, I haven't heard the new one, but I heard the last album they did a couple years ago. And that was pretty good.
I like A Different World. Ralph likes it more than Ian. Spoiler alert, but I like it. I think Ian needs to listen to it more. But
like I was telling Jerry, I just recently heard Budokan, not probably within the past year. I always just pass it up and pass it up and pass it up because I just did, and I had Cheap Trick, stuff. I just kept skipping that album, and then I finally got it, and I finally played it. I'm like, man, why did I wait so long? Because it's a really good album. I enjoyed it. That's
an album that made them. That album was not even supposed to be released in America, but it got so many hits in Japan. Sony decided, Sony now decided, let's release it in America, and it blew up. Yeah. Freaking made their next two albums, Heaven Tonight and Dream Police, big hits because of that album.
Yep.
So, because the first album was a bomb, dude, and that album rules.
Yeah, that's
Taxman, Mr. Thief, fucking great, fucking, and you should check out the full version of Budokan. They have that out too. It's really good. My number 4 is, I didn't think any of you guys would pick this, so I picked it. The Way We Walk, Genesis, Volumes 1, The Longs, Volume 2, The Shorts.
I like Genesis. I'm familiar with their songs, but I don't think I've ever heard their live albums.
Dude, The Way We Walk. Oh, dude, you haven't heard Three Sides live?
I've probably heard songs off it here and there, but not all of it.
I didn't pick that one because the fourth side is all studio, but the 3 sides, that's why it's called 3 Sides Live for vinyl. The first 3 sides are live. But Genesis.
Here's my thing with. Let me say one thing. I'm sorry. Here's my thing with the Genesis. I like Genesis, but there are times where I can't tell if it's a Phil Collins song or a Genesis song.
Oh, it's very easily.
But I like them all though, so that's good. So
if you listen to them more, you could listen to the Lamb. Well, because Phil blends with Pete on a lot of those songs, early stuff.
Right. No, I understand that. I'm just saying I'm not that. I'm a casual Genesis fan.
Well, everything up to The Lamb Lies Down on Broadway is all Peter. And then when you get to a Trick of the Tail, that's Phil Collins era.
Yeah, I like Peter Gabriel era.
Yeah, I like both eras.
I love both eras, but Phil does sing one song on Selling England by the Pound.
Yeah.
Yeah, he just sing one track. But other than that, it's all Peter. I like both eras, and that's a great pick because the Way That We Walk Live, the long and the short, man, I think I wore out that short big time. It was awesome.
Yeah, I like the longs better. I just like that medley. Oh my God, that medley just rules. It's like old and new mixed together. It's like, it's so amazing. Phil Collins, dude, what a great live performer. Like I said on the post on Freeform that he is the face of the 80s. Not Michael Jackson, not fucking Madonna. It's Prince is up there with him, but Phil did movies, produced, wrote, played drums, played with Zeppelin at Live Aid. Played 2 different continents in one day at Live Aid. Who does that? And had soundtracks, Miami Vice, fucking Maryland.
Robert Plant solo albums.
He produced Eric Clapton, Behind the Sun, played drums on that whole album. That's my favorite album by Eric Clapton. Fucking Phil Collins drumming on there, man. Forever, man, rules. It's a great album. Unfortunately, I don't have it anymore because some asshole ripped it off years ago. I gotta buy that one. Forever, Behind the Sun. That's the only Eric Clapton album I ever owned. And I do like August, the album after. It's pretty good too.
Journeyman.
Slow Hand?
Huh?
You don't own Slow Hand?
No.
Oh, man.
I don't like. Yeah, we did a review on that. What's that? 468 something Ocean Boulevard.
461 Ocean Boulevard.
Yeah, I didn't like half of it.
It's very lackluster. It really is.
Very boring.
And
He's hit and miss with me.
Stuff is boring.
I like his second version of After Midnight from the Miller MGD commercial. It's faster. Got a groove to it. The original version is like After Midnight. I like the slow. He goes After Midnight. He's fucking holding those notes on that album, on that song. I like that version better. But The Way We Walk, the longs, and the shorts, dude, you should listen to that, Jerry. An really amazing record. And The Lamb Lies Down on Broadway is not too shabby. So I've been in a Genesis mood. I was listening to Trick of the Tail, and then there were three. That's when Steve Hackett left, and it was just them three. Great fucking albums.
They have any live albums with Peter Gabriel?
I don't think so.
Yeah.
Oh, they do.
Genesis live. It was their
Genesis
first one. It's this one right here, I think.
I didn't know that. I probably haven't got that far back. I know In the Beginning, their first album.
Yeah. Is it this one? Yeah, it's this one.
I know that album. Yeah.
Yeah,
dude,
this
he wore costumes.
Yeah, he was a weird individual at first when he first came.
Yeah. He's still weird.
It has side 2 is just musical box and the knife.
Nice.
The Knife's such a kick-ass song. And Watcher the Sky. Yeah, Genesis is a great band to get into everything.
Yeah, everything by Genesis.
Yeah.
Even the dude who replaced Phil Collins is okay album.
That Calling All Stations, I really haven't gotten into that.
It's okay, man. It's not bad. It's not like Gary Sharon Van Halen. Even though I like that album now. I didn't like it when I first bought it, but
and it's not that I didn't like. I just never gave it a shot, and that's not right of me.
Yeah, I like that album. But let's get to your number 3, Andy. What's your number 3?
Oh yeah, number 3. Yeah, it can be long-winded sometimes. I'll pull out the same one.
Well, I could talk Genesis all day, dude.
Beatles at the at the Hollywood Bowl.
Been a good one.
The thing with this one, like I was telling Jerry, to these when at this time when they were playing live, the Beatles, the girls were all screaming. They barely could hear themselves, and dude, they would just play these songs so damn fast. You know, they would just go, go, go.
That's why they stopped touring.
Yeah, they stopped touring because they just couldn't hear themselves anymore. And when they stopped touring, they started to do studio work, and we all know where that studio work led to.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Some of the best recordings you can ever think of. But yeah, dude, this is badass. It's got Help, A Hard Day's Night, Things We Said Today. You know, if you're a Beatle fan, you gotta throw this on and still know every single song.
Well, I know all those songs. I know I need that album.
Yeah. It's really good. And then yeah. So that's my number 3.
Doors Live at the Hollywood Bowl is a good live album too.
Yeah.
Fucking great. What's your number 3, Jerry?
Number 3 is probably, it's a live album technically, but I don't think there's nothing live about it. It's Kiss Alive 2.
It's alive
Again, another time period for me. One of my sister's boyfriend either left it over there or she stole it, one of the two. Thank you, Amy. And it was just floating around, and I played it all the time. I loved it. And I was telling Andy how we're sitting in the living room waiting for Kiss Meets the Phantom of the Music Part to come on CBS. Just good times, man.
That sounds like me waiting for the Beatles' Yellow Submarine.
And there were some good nuggets, good studio tracks on that fourth side though. Rocket Ride, All American Man. What else is on there?
All American Man. Hold on, I got it right here actually on the floor.
I didn't care for the Any Way You Want It. I didn't really care for that one, but
Any Way You Want It.
All American Man. That's it. Yeah.
Rocket in the USA and Larger Than Life.
Yeah,
that's a great album. I didn't pick Kiss because I knew one of you guys would. So
I found this. This was on the floor right next to my foot.
Cassette.
Yeah.
And he opened up the gatefold on that album, man. It was like the coolest fucking thing I've ever seen in my life, dude, at that time. It was.
Yeah, and in fact, at the Rock and Roll podcast, we were talking about Kiss, and Al had the gatefold, and for that.
Badass.
I need to get a Live and a Live 2 on vinyl. I have them on CD because that's a Kiss I like. I'm mainly into old Kiss or like Vinnie Vincent Kiss or some weird Kiss. So
unfortunately, that was pretty much the end of Kiss. For that period, it was pretty much the end of them. But
well, you had Dick Wagner playing on some of those solos for Ace.
I thought Bob Kolek played on a couple of them.
Yeah.
It's like So which my number
3?
I already said my number 3 is Rush Live in Rio, and I was looking for my CD and my video DVD, and I can't find it to show you. But
that is an exit stage left.
No, it's not. Live in Rio is like the best, dude. It's got everything, old, new.
I thought exit stage.
The audience is fucking amazing. The people in Brazil are just amazing.
They're audiences, nuts, man. They are fanatical down there, man. I got that Iron Maiden 666 live video, and those fans down there are just freaking fanatical, man. They're I assume it's just more than Iron Maiden fans, but those guys there go nuts.
Yeah, it's that rock music. They love it. I would love to go down there for a festival, like those big festivals that they have down.
Yeah, I would too, man. But Live in Rio, dude, the crowd, it's like if you watch the DVD, I have it somewhere, and it's usually right in my view, and now I can't find it when I need to find it. But they're just like jumping like this.
Yeah.
They're all into it, dude. I've never seen it. That's like a black church, dude. It's like, damn, for music. It's like,
dude, there's nothing release. There's no better freaking release than a good freaking rock and roll concert, man. I'm telling you.
No.
You come out sweating with your voice gone and feeling good afterwards. That's when you know you had a really good time.
I'm seeing Priest next Tuesday, man. I can't wait. It'll be my 3rd time seeing Priest. So I'm looking forward to that. So what's your number 2, Andy?
Yeah, my number 2 is going to be one of my favorite artists. My uncle got me into this guy, and I love it. I've got other live albums by him, but this is my favorite by him. Zappa in New York.
Ooh, nice. Zappa rules. Ian Wadley got me into Zappa.
Zappa's badass.
I bought that CD, Luz Allures or whatever. It's pretty damn good.
Yeah, Zoot Allures.
Zoot Allures, yeah.
Zoot Allures. Yeah, dude, this has, the thing with his live albums, he doesn't have hit songs on here. It's whatever Zappa wanted to do. You know?
Dude, he got on the PMRC for instrumental song. It's like, damn. But Zappa was a genius. Me and Lee reviewed the album with Valley Girl on that album roll too.
Son's a great guitar player too.
Oh yeah, DeWeasel.
Great guitar player.
How he got named after his mom's little toe.
They had some weird names for their kids. What,
Moon Unit Zappa. She was on Valley Girl.
Yeah.
Valley
Girl, like barf me out.
Yeah. Gag me with a spoon. So what's your number 2, Jerry?
Oh, the Mighty Zepp. Song remains the same. I know it's not the best. Again, the best recordings of them ever, but I love the raw energy on it. I love bands that just plug in and freaking play, dude.
Yeah.
That album reminds me of that. I know they retired.
I would have picked this
tour. It was just at the time, again, like I said, it was the time period for me getting into Zeppelin. I mean,
I
loved it. Great freaking album too, as far as the booklet and everything in it. And the concert video is awesome with the extra movies they put into it.
Yeah, that was a midnight showing for years. I remember used to seeing that, and I wasn't in the Zepp, so I never went to it at that time.
I was actually going to a Catholic school at the time, and they found out I watched that, and they were not happy with me.
Really?
Judging Christians. I'm a Christian, but I don't judge anybody. Not my job. But I would have picked All the West was one. Or BBC Sessions. Those are my 2 favorite by Zeppelin.
Dude, the BBC Sessions is badass.
They are good,
yeah. I didn't pick Zeppelin because people thought I would pick Zeppelin.
Nobody will ever top. I don't care what anybody says. Zeppelin. I know you guys like Rush and Genesis and all that. Pink Floyd maybe, but Zepp is definitely my all-time favorite.
I'm picking albums. Nobody's picked the same albums. This is fucking cool so far.
No, and in fact, I would put Zeppelin on top of Genesis. And
I mean, they did everything right.
Yeah.
When John Bonham died, they stopped. They have a legacy. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Kiss is destroying their legacy by what they're doing now.
Yeah.
And that matters, I think. I mean,
that matters a
they
lot.
never hardly looked back. I mean, they did what, maybe 2 or 3 shows? 3 or 4 maybe at the most. Reunion shows, I mean.
With their son, Jason.
I mean, they did it. They knew when to call it quits, and that's it. They left the legacy that still kicks ass today. I mean,
it does.
Yeah. And that recording with Jason Bonham, I forgot the name of that album.
The one where they're at Wembley, right?
At O2, I think.
Yeah, O2. Yeah, O2 Arena. That's a great video.
Oh, dude, the version of Cashmere on that is fucking awesome.
I'm waiting for them to come out on Blu-ray. Or fucking 4K.
Plant's voice was actually really top notch there too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's when they were thinking about keeping it going, but Robert Plant said no, and they were auditioning Hagar and Steven Tyler.
They offered him $100 million, I think, didn't they? For all 4
Plant, of them. Yeah, but he wanted to go make that stupid bluegrass album.
I don't think Plant said he would never do it because he was such good friends with John Bonham.
Mm-hmm.
He said
they came in the band together because Robert Plant suggested him. Yeah, so
what a great choice that was.
Yeah, my number 2 is you guys are probably gonna laugh at me, but I think Simple Minds Live in the City of Light's a fucking great live album.
I'll laugh at you.
Huh?
I've always heard about that album.
Them in their freaking prime. Oh Jungle Land, Alive and Kicking. Fucking it's got Up on the Catwalk. It's got all their fucking classics plus the new ones of Once Upon a Time. It's a fucking great fucking album. It's like that's the first live album where I go, fuck. Fucking, because I wasn't into Kiss back then. I wasn't into all these other live bands. Like UFO would have been one. I got into UFO later, Strangers in the Night. Great album, but I'm talking about albums that just made my mind up. Like the top 2 are just like albums I got into when I was a kid that opened me up to live music. So Simple Minds, Live in the City of Light rules. Jim Kerr, and I forgot the guitarist name. Fucking great band.
Yeah, they're pretty good.
I just know their hits.
Yeah, dude, that's all you need to know, really. A live album is all hits. So good. It's double cassette when I had it.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
I didn't know they had that many hits.
Dude.
I'm about to check them out because, I don't know, like what that.
Don't you forget about me.
Yeah, don't you forget about
Alive and Kicking.
Okay, I know that one too.
Sanctify Yourself.
I know that one too.
It's all on MTV. Up on the Catwalk.
That's them? I thought that was In Excess.
No, Up on the Catwalk is fucking them. Sanctify Yourself was them. Sanctify Yourself was them. Fucking Once Upon a Time is a fucking great album.
I'm thinking of Mystify Me. Never mind.
That was In Excess. But even In Excess had a great album, Live Baby Live. Great live album too, if you want to talk about them. But Simple Minds, dude, that was a great double cassette. I found it on Amazon on CD for $14.99, but they had the used vinyl for $14.99. And I'm thinking, should I get the vinyl or the fucking CD? So I'm like, I don't know. But I love that album. So we get to our number 1. What's your number 1, Andy?
Our number 1 just yesterday. Me and Will Toast, who's got a great Rush page. In fact, I don't know, are you part of Will's Rush page?
Be Cool or Cast Out?
Oh no, that's Al, but there's someone there's another guy with us in Blackspinner Circle that's on there sometimes. His name's William Toast. He's got his own Rush page called Will's Rush page.
Cool.
Yeah,
I have a Rush page too.
I will send you the invite as well.
Okay.
But last night on Rock and Roll, he was on there with me, and we were reviewing Neil Young albums from 1989 to 2012. I'm a big Neil Young fan, so Live Rush, man.
That's a good one.
This is a badass album.
I love Neil Young.
Side 1 is just pure acoustic, and then after that, he said, "Let's bring out the horse," and here came out Crazy Horse for sides 2, 3, and 4. And man, they cranked that shit up. It's so, he's always been important to me ever since I was in high school, and ever since then, I tried to collect as much Neil Young as I can. And
see, that's what it's all about. It's like when you grew up with all these people, and when one of them dies, it feels like you lost a family member.
Yeah,
really
like we were talking earlier about Tom Petty.
Yeah.
That's hard, man. I still can't believe it.
I always thought I'd have time to see him in concert, man. It's something I'm going to regret the rest of my life. I've never seen him live.
I saw him once, and then he came around for the 50th anniversary, and this taught me a lesson. I said, you know what? I already see him. He'll come again. I'll see him next time. And there was never a next time. So now I go to everything that I want to go because you never know.
That's what I did with Y&T. I had to go see Y&T. They were fucking awesome. But yeah, I tried to do that. I wanted to see Tom Petty his last show at the Rose Bowl. I couldn't get tickets, but I already saw him 7 times, so I don't really have any regrets about him.
Yeah.
But fucking Neil Peart, I got real regrets with that Forum show. I have that video timestamp still chronicling that last tour. So fucking great.
That was the last show, wasn't it?
The last show, yeah.
Neil Peart actually came down on the
stage. Yeah, it's a great Blu-ray, man. But what's your number 2, Jerry?
To me, this is the standard of live albums, and I'll give you
number one.
I'll give you a hint what it is.
What is it?
See if you can guess what it is.
Easy
Scream for Me, Long Beach.
Oh, Iron Maiden live in Long Beach.
To me, that's the ultimate live album.
Live After Death.
Yeah. Live After Death.
Power Slave album tour. I unfortunately didn't get to see that one, but man, I just blew my mind away when I first heard that whole album. The fucking Rhyme of the Ancient Mariner version on that album is so amazing with the fireworks and everything going off in the background. Bruce's voice was in top-notch form back then.
Some people say that his voice wasn't top-notch on that album, no.
I disagree with you on that. I think he lost it after Seventh Son, to be honest. But
I saw him live a couple 3 years ago, and they were good.
Just, I don't know, just the set list was so amazing on it, too. I mean, I wish I would have dove a little bit more into the Paul Di'Anno years. I mean, they do like Sanctuary, Running Free, and stuff.
Well, don't they do Rube Morgue on bonus tracks on the new one?
Do they? I'd like to hear that, or Prodigal Son, or Killers.
Yeah, I think they do. They have bonus tracks on the.
I would love to hear that, but man, that album, there's not a month goes by where I don't listen to it. At least a
Murderers in the Rue Morgue. There I go.
Murderers in the Rue Morgue. Yeah. My favorite live album, to me, it can't be beat.
Man, I can't believe I didn't put that in there. But yeah, it's badass.
Well, people would have predicted me putting that in there, so I didn't put it in there. I want to give people curveballs.
I mean, and the freaking album cover, man. Jeez.
That is a great album cover.
Man.
You've been an Iron Maiden longer than I have, dude. I got an Iron Maiden in like 89.
Oh, yeah.
Power Slave. Somebody gave me Power Slave, and I just loved that. I went back and bought them all. When they came out back to America, I bought those, those the ones that look like mini vinyl.
Yeah.
And reissued. I got all those reissued ones. Yeah.
But
they wear out quick, though.
The Beast on the Road was another good live album, but there's a definitely difference in the voice.
What about Made in England?
That's a good one, too.
In England, yeah. Everybody seems to like that one better than Live After Death.
Well, yeah, a lot of people like the Paul Di'Anno years better. I personally, I like them, don't get me wrong, but you give me Number of the Beast and then Killers, maybe. But Number of the Beast is my favorite album by him.
Yeah, I like that. That's kind of I like Power Slave better.
My favorite would be the Number of the Beast.
Number of the Beast. Yeah. I wore that album out when I got into it, so that's why. Power Slave. No, actually, it's freaking Peace of Mind. Revelations.
I mean, Flight of Icarus.
Revelations. Trooper. Yeah, that's my favorite.
The last couple of months, I've been getting deep into Somewhere in Time.
That's a great album.
Side 2 really turns. You can hear the prog coming in, the prog metal leading to Seventh Son of the Seventh Son. You can hear that change going on.
People didn't like that. People don't like that change. I didn't mind it that much.
I loved it, man.
I loved it. I thought it was awesome.
I like the mix with prog because I like. Do I think
it's good with the '80s stuff? Nah, but
no. Well, I mean,
that was late '80s stuff. That was actually, but
yeah,
earlier stuff I prefer. But I don't mind Seventh. I like Seventh Son's a great record.
Yeah,
I think you had me on there for a review, didn't you, Mark? On your show?
Yeah, you were on that. I think you liked half the album.
Yeah, that was fun. Yeah.
Yeah. But my number one album's gonna piss Kiss fans off because you know what? It's not REO Speedwagon, man. It's fucking Kiss. Fuck you guys. It's fucking REO Speedwagon.
Wow.
Live, you get what you play for. That is the fucking first live album I ever got into.
Uh-huh.
Like,
I love REO, so
yeah, that fucking album is like fucking classic REO before Bruce came into the band. Fucking with the original bass player. It's just so fucking raw as fuck. 157 Riverside Avenue, Riding a Storm Out. Fucking great stories that Kevin tells about Gary Richraff. You know, that little stick.
fucking great guitar player lost.
Fucking Gary Richraff is just amazing on, I think Golden Country's on that album also. Live. Fucking great record, man.
Dave was pretty good though. He's actually been the only other guitar player, hasn't he?
Dave Amato, yeah.
Yeah.
What sucked
The drummer too.
when I saw them live, Brian Hitt, when I saw them live, Dave had COVID, so they went acoustic on me years ago.
It still sounded kind of cool though.
They were cool, and it was like a once in a lifetime moment.
At least they continued.
But I want to see Dave shred.
Yeah.
I love Dave. It was like, oh, this is disappointing.
Well, the good thing about REO is they tour like 500 times a year. So you
yeah, then Styx and Loverboy are playing in the summer. I'm probably gonna get tickets for that because I want to see Loverboy.
Oh yeah, I'll probably get a grass seat for that one.
I can't get grass seats.
I've just seen Styx so many times. I hope REO plays first so I can leave. That's what happened last time.
Unless there's somebody to help me off the grass, because I have bad knees, man. Getting up.
I love Styx. Don't get me wrong, but they play the same songs every tour.
Dude, they changed when I saw them. Different songs. They even added 3 new songs, which is awesome.
Yeah, but I want to hear I don't want to hear anything off Crash of the Crown.
Dude, Crash of the Crown is a great album, man. I'm gonna have
listen. I don't mind, but I still can't.
Dude, I'm gonna have you. I'm gonna make you listen to it again. I'm gonna bring you on Freeform and make you review it. Because that album rules.
I'll be like Ralph on your balance.
It took me 3. He just came on there. He wanted to talk, so he didn't really want to review that album. But I do need to redo Balance, even to Lee's chagrin. But fuck, I love REO Speedwagon. I always will love REO Speedwagon. Rest in peace, Gary Richraff. You ruled. You were my first all-time favorite guitar player. Wow. And you're still up there, man. And Eddie took over when I first heard Van Halen.
I think Roll with the Changes is some of the best guitar work ever, I think.
Oh my God. I love piano playing, dude. That song is just right there. Time for Me to Fly. A great song too. You could tune a piano or tune a fish. What clever songwriting. And fucking an instrumental on that album too. Oh, well, that's our top 6, man.
Yeah.
Oh man, we need you to promote yourself, Andy.
Oh yeah. We're going to be doing the top 10 of 1987 over on the Rock and Roll podcast with Blackspinner on Wednesday night. We usually do it on Thursday, but since it's St. Patty's Day, we thought a lot of people might be out that night, so we changed it to the 16th at 7 p.m. We're gonna have a 6-person panel at that one. It's gonna be me and Bob Rowe and Al Horta and Kate Doré and
I love all those people.
And Scott.
Yeah, I've been getting to know them on that community page on.
Yeah, we need to get like you, Robert, and Kate on an episode here.
Yeah, that'd be great.
And great. Al, if Al could stay out of the basement.
Before I go, I want to say a shout. I'm sorry. I want to say a shout out to our buddy Charles, man. He was supposed to be on our show tonight, but he couldn't. But he's going to
Poland.
Do some work there.
Oh wow!
I hope he stays safe. It's a really scary situation going on in that area right now, and I pray that everybody I hope it just ends soon, man. It's just a tragedy going on right now, and I just hope he stays safe. Everybody in that area stays safe.
Well, if you are who Edwin Conestracci thinks you are, take out Putin for us. So
yeah, there you go.
And watch the oligarchs go crazy.
Yep.
I think they're already pinched right now. What is that team? Chelsea? They can't run the team right now.
No.
It's like he was trying to sell it either. Yeah. So we don't want to get down on politics or war, but thoughts and prayers for you guys out there in Ukraine. We love you, man. I'm sorry I'm a pussy and I don't know how to shoot a gun. Nate Atchison. Forgot to tell you. Fuck you on your Rush hate, bitch. I heard that episode you gave the other band in Canada that you can't stand. I know who the fuck you're talking about. I knew that was a personal dig at me, bitch. I'm just joking. But if you know Nate, Andy, he's from the Plug podcast, Music and More, with him and Metal Mike Tyler. Pretty good. Check out their podcast. I'm in the middle of the new one, and I heard him dig me. But I do agree with you guys on all that Ukraine stuff you guys are talking about. They get a little political in there, so it's a pretty good episode. Check that out, and check them out on Facebook. They're really cool dudes. All right, man. We need you guys to subscribe, share this episode. We hope you guys had a good night, and thank you, Al, for Andy, not Al. I'm still pissed off at Al. Thank you, Andy. I had a little whiskey. I get the A's mixed up there, but thank you, Andy.
Your power came back on.
Who?
It's good that your power came back on.
Yeah, power went off. We were out for like 20 minutes.
Yeah.
And you guys are finishing the show, but I was the one recording, so that would have been fun.
Yeah.
Show must go on, man.
Show
Show
must
must
go
go on.
All right, you need to hit the record button too, buddy, on your side if you can, once in a while. All right, guys, thank you, and have a good night, man.
Take care,
Bye,
everybody.
everybody.
Later. Bye.